Tesla referral program has been updated with a couple of very odd additions, although I do have to say one of them does make sense. I still think the whole thing has been much better. You know, back in 2013 when they started it, it's just odd. So I'll tell you what the new additions are. I'll tell you what they kept, and once again I tell you that about some improvements that I wish they would make, but probably not. Anyway, all of this is coming up next.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric!
Welcome to E4 Electric, your #1 source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you don't miss anything moving forward. Okay, as you guys know, Tesla referral program is where if you're a Tesla owner, you have a special code, URL, or whatever you want to call it, and then you give it to other people, and when they buy their cars, and now it includes Model 3, used to not include Model 3, when you buy their Teslas, they get something from Tesla and you get something from Tesla. Now, it used to be very simple and awesome because you would get $1,000 and they would get $1,000. You can use it towards your next car. You can use it to your next roadster. You can use it towards your next bunch of shirts and hats you want to buy. It doesn't really matter. It was very, very simple. But they've changed it to have tiers, right? Now, the first 5 referrals, you get prizes. But after that, you kind of start working your way into getting 2% off of a Tesla Roadster, which, each referral essentially gets you $5,000 off of the Roadster because it's $250,000. Now the tiers are a little weird, right? Now they have, so the first tier right now, you get whatever picture you want sent into space with the next mission. Now, it used to be that you get a kid's, toy Tesla, which was $500. So I thought that was kind of downgrade. Well, now they actually, let's see, I'm looking at my notes. Now I think they just added a hat. So you get a promise of having your picture shot into space, which I'm not really sure what it's worth to most people. But now you also get a hat. But then the second one is the one that will either bring you a kid's car, which is about $500 value, or a wall charger, which I think is like $2,000 value. So like, who would pick one of them? So the values don't make sense to me. To me, the first one, most people, I think, it has zero value for everybody else. But for like, getting the wall charger, especially if you have a Tesla owner, whoa, that's like a $2,000 prize, right? And then, like, for example, prize number 5, you get invited to an event, which means that you get invited. Doesn't mean, it doesn't mean you fly yourself, you stay at the hotel, whatever expenses that you're going to have for yourself and a guest, that's on you. Again, for a lot of people, it's they also have to do babysitters and take PTO. It does not make sense. So it's kind of an empty prize. So what I'm saying is that the value of each prize is different for everybody. Well, okay. So anyway, so now they've added a hat, but also, so now for, I believe, third one, you used to get the wheels, right? Either from Model S or from Model X. Now they added wheels for Model 3, which makes sense. Actually, I've kind of never thought about it, but yes. However, they won't be available until summer. And I think that's another big problem with this referral program. You don't really get your stuff for a long time. Let me explain, because I have something I haven't gotten in a year and a half. Before that, and really before I forget, let me remind you that this show and this channel is sponsored by Evanex, the aftermarket accessories for Tesla. There is a discount code in the description of this video, so you can save yourselves a few bucks, even though the Christmas is almost over. Definitely the shopping season is pretty much over, but you can still save yourself some money. And by the way, they ship and deliver your stuff on time. All right, so the referral. Now, by the way, this is what it looks like in your app. This is one of many problems I'm having. For example, I'm at like 30 something referrals, and I'm still on level 1, even though it should be on level 3. I contact the referral program people. I don't reply back, like, ever. I don't mean like delay, like ever. I also, so the prize, I think that it's the Powerwall, I think, that I'm still waiting for, and it's been over a year. So you kind of win the prize, but they don't really have it for you. So the same thing with the Model 3 wheels. You can win it right now, but you won't get it until, half a year from now, if then. Obviously, Roadster is something that you would not only it's a 2020 car, which means really it's going to be available in 2021. And then from what I understand, whenever they were giving people free cars because of, their referral status, it may take another year or two. So we're talking about 2023 possibly when these free roasters are going to make it to people. So I don't think I'm going to get to the free roaster, but I think I'll get to enough percentage where it will be worth it for me, where the price won't be like as high and something that I can still afford. Um, so that's kind of the weird part. They have prolonged it to March 11th, and by the way, they are keeping the 6 month worth of supercharging. But here's a weird thing that they're adding. They're basically saying, okay, you're gonna get 6 months of supercharging. People who are getting the new ones, the new owners. But if you buy it without a test drive, we're gonna give you three more months. So essentially you'll get 9 months of supercharging. Now that's kind of interesting. On one hand, I understand because they are, really, really stretched thin right now in terms of staff. Secondly, if someone's referring you, they should have their own, and maybe they'll give you a test drive in their own car. Though if they have a Model S and you're looking for Model 3, you still kind of have to find somebody with a Model 3. But what's going to happen to people who've already taken a test drive? So they're essentially just completely out of this prize before they even started, right? But I don't think it's big enough to make it that big of a deal, about it, because if you think about it, 3 months worth of supercharging, if you're using it right, meaning like if you're using it for the long distance traveling, well, that might just be worth like $20 for you or $30 for you, whatever you were going to spend on charging your car to your, road trip. And or even you might not even need to take one during those particular 3 months. So it might just not be a big deal for you anyway. So I've had this love and hate relationship with this program. Obviously, I've been getting prizes. On the other hand, I'm not getting all of them shipped. My referrals have been stolen. I believe there are 2 referrals now that I've at least tracked down. It looks like Tesla employee put someone else's referral code instead of mine, which means I technically got robbed by about $10,000. I don't know how many more. I mean, obviously, I had them correct these, but I know how many more I've been, and not just me. I've talked to other people who also said, people know they can steal it from us because a lot of times we don't know, we don't keep track. As a matter of fact, I don't think many people keep track of it. So you don't know when stuff gets stolen, and Tesla has no way for us to protect ourselves. So I might be robbed of $20,000 or $30,000, and other people as well, and I would literally never know. So that's one thing I really wish that would figure out how to make sure that we don't get into that situation, because I'm not even sure why they have a referral program, right? Now, if you think about it, they're selling these cars like hotcakes. Why do they need to have a referral program? That's kind of beyond me. It's literally they're giving out free money in supercharging and prizes. Though, by the way, if anything, I think everybody else, other manufacturers should have that because they do need it. Everybody else does need it, and I think that would be a great idea for them to actually do that. And somehow a lot of them don't really bother copying these marketing ideas from Tesla, but they should, because they are behind. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the referral program and about the new updates. Other than that, I will see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.